Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, bitch. Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101.
Check it. It's a unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, outstanding Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm there. Well, go on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us from all social media platforms. All I mean on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. You name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all see us on the streets and talk about, man, I love what y'all doing. Keep up the good work. How can we be a part of Boss Talk? This is how you can be a part of Boss Talk. Under each and every interview, including this one right here in the description section below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and that's how you get to be an exclusive member and see all the exclusive content. Y'all been asking us, where's this interview? Where's that interview? You got to be a member to see it. Or go ahead and download our app, Boss Talk 101, on any Apple or Google store, and there you can get our merch. There you see exclusive content. There you get to talk to us every Tuesday at 8-ish. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Man, it's going down today, y'all. We got a beautiful young lady in here today. She needs no introduction, man. If you're out in the city and you're seeing things happen, like maybe she speaks a lot. She does public speaking. She's very, very, just needed in the city. Help a lot of people, a lot of kids, a lot of families.
Very young
and ambitious lady, man. Alexandria Cox is in the building.
Poka speaks.
Welcome to Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
Hey, y'all.
How did you enjoy the intro?
I loved it. You always do. You always do me right.
You know, at the end of the day, I mean, we can only do what it is. I want to thank you. First of all, I want to thank you for always supporting Boss Talk 101. You are a member of the Download app crew. You've downloaded the app, and I want to just say thank you publicly in front of everybody. You know, a lot of people have downloaded the app. But you've also, you know, helped us behind the scenes on a lot of stuff that helped Boss Talk 101 to get established. But today it's not about us, it's about you. So let's talk about some of the things that you started off doing. You know, I don't want to just start. We've never just detailed who you are and just got all the way down into your business. And we don't want to go too deep because we don't want to expose anything that might alter them from making a Miss Dallas. Let's get to it.
You can't do that.
Okay, go in.
No, because we've done that before. We went into her background before, but give us a brief synopsis of things that you might have left out in our previous interview, which that was a long time ago. But growing up in Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say was some trials and tribulations you had as a young female child growing up? Looking back now, you realize how much that affected you in your later days.
Growing up in Dallas, I'm from North Dallas. Mm-hmm. I'm from a very small neighborhood where you just know, you know, all it's apart, you know. So it was always making sure I did not become my surroundings. I think that was the main thing. Saying no to everything that was offered to me, because I was offered anything you can offer somebody in a low environment. A low-income environment. So being able to say no is a very, very strong thing to do. But looking back at it, all that stuff built me. So it's easy for you to take who I am now and not take everything that made me that way, but everything that I experienced played a part.
What made you that person that said no? Because you had a lot of people, maybe some of your friends, maybe people that you know, acquaintances that didn't say no. Mm-hmm. What made you different from them? Was it because of how you were raised, or was it something that you just had in you? What made you say no to these things?
I did public speaking for I do public speaking, but I did public speaking for a college for a long time.
But as a child, though?
No, but one of my favorite questions that I always got asked is, what made you go to college?
Okay.
And my response was always the dope boys.
Okay.
They made me go to college. And it was because they had the nice cars, they had the jewelry, they had the pocket full of money, and they would see me and they said, Little Pocahontas, stay in school. Little Pocahontas, go to school. Make sure you go to college, Little Pocahontas. Stay in the books, Little Pocahontas. And I always think like, dang, they must have got their money from going to school.
For real.
But what I realized was they were trying to make sure that I got something they would never get. And that was peace. Because they did have the nice things. Mm-hmm. But they could never sleep at night because of it. So they pushed me to go to school. So everything that I seen them do, I did, but I did in a different light. So when they stayed up 3 o'clock in the morning, I stayed up 3 o'clock in the morning too. But instead of doing what they was doing, I was writing essays, I was at the gym or doing whatever. Even as a teenager, doing hair up to 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I was using their work ethic, but in a different work style.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, I've never been in those communities. Everything I know about stuff like that is from the movies, okay? So, is it the reason why some people get drawn in? Of course, they see all of the cars, the money, so they're curious and they want to go into it. But they told you no. Why don't they tell all these other kids no?
I seen this video a while back, and it was like one day, today, a lion was born and a sloth was born. And sometimes you just have people that you don't see it in them. I was blessed for people to see something in me. And everybody's not blessed for that. And that is something that we have to realize. You had a kid in the back of the class that you just know, like, you know, they may not make the best decisions. So either you pay attention or you pray for them, because we all have different paths.
So you had your mom and your dad?
Yes, they wasn't together, but I had them.
You had them. Mm-hmm. So you had those positive influence in your life as a kid growing up?
My family was okay. They wasn't really just like super positive, but I had a healthy mix of a parent that didn't care and a parent that did.
Okay. A
real healthy mix. So a lot of freedom, you know, all the way left, and then one person all the way right. And it was a perfect storm for me.
Okay. And so growing up and coming out of that environment, going to high school, as a kid, what did you want to be?
So until 6th grade, I wanted to be an FBI agent.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be the people that go undercover. So I wanted to change my hair, dye my hair, lose weight, gain weight. And then I realized, like, hey, I probably couldn't get married or have a family. So I was like, okay, social worker. Because I get to work with kids and people from criminal backgrounds still. So I went to school for social work, and I just stuck with that. But once I graduated, I went straight into motivational speaking and life coaching.
But although you did that and you went around everywhere speaking and so forth, you still had a job.
At moments, yes.
At moments. Because I know on your Facebook, last time you gave up your job, quit, and said you're going to do this full time.
Yes.
What gave you the motivation to do that? Because having a steady job, at least you know your bills are getting paid.
And I got grown people bills.
You understand? Insurance, all of that stuff that come with having a full-time job, compared to stepping out on faith and going out here on your own. Now you got to figure out how to make this work, how to pay your bills, how do you do that?
So it wasn't me, it was God. So God gave me, I knew that I wasn't going to be in my job long. I signed a contract with the university, my old university, and I signed it, and somebody walked in the hallway and said, hey, when are you leaving? And I'm like, I only been here for 3 months. They're like, well, we know that you're too big for this place, so like, when are you going? And I was like, I don't know. And I told God, and this is how I talked to God, I said, look, I want to be full-blown entrepreneur, but make it a smooth transition. Don't come in here tripping, flipping over tables, because I know you. And when I ask for something, you give it to me. So listen, smoothly. He gave me a dream that they was going to lay me off. And 7 weeks later, on the exact day, they had me drive to my university, act like they were doing a meeting, and laid me off. Well, I knew what it was. God has already told me. But the one thing I asked him, I said, make it a smooth transition. And that's what he did. So it's easier to say yes when God say, I got you. So I said, okay, cool. Just send me my money, which I didn't really want to do. And let's see how this thing rock and roll. And I've been getting booked, and opportunities been happening. And I've just been asking God to give me wisdom throughout this thing we call life.
Wow. When I call you and I mess with you, like, where you at? What you doing? And you be like, I'm going over here to school. I got to go speak today. Or I'm going over here. And it's always like, dang, at least you free. You know what I mean? Like, most people are bound down, and they have to be obligated to something they probably don't even like doing. Mm-hmm. And you're free. It seems like you love what you're doing.
I get paid to be me. And that's something that everybody can't say. That's a blessing for me.
Yeah. I think that's something that everybody would like to do, but they don't have the strength. Their faith is not strong enough to step out on it like that and just say, you know what, to hell with everything. I'm leaning on God. And I'm going to do what I want to do because me and him talked about it. I think that's heavy right there.
Mm-hmm. If we didn't talk, wouldn't nothing be happening.
Come on now.
That's for surely.
what is the biggest thing that you would love to achieve?
Right now, I'm asking God for a building. I want to open up a building where different organizations function inside of it. I don't want to give too much because I won't look and be like, oh, really? But I'm praying and asking God for a building. Something like a school. Like if they could give me the old Bryan Adams, they're just sitting there.
You want to be like Dr. Umar, you want to get a school.
It won't be a school.
She gonna change it to something
But
else.
I want a school building. The way it functions, everything that's in it, I need that.
Wow.
That's where you see your vision.
Yes, I would love that.
Dope.
So I gotta ask. So you've been doing motivational speaking for years, dealing with mainly kids or adults as well.
Between the ages of, I would say 13 through 20.
Okay. I know that you probably had some difficult cases that you came up on. Whether somebody came to you after the speaking and, poured out their heart or said something, somebody you're trying to touch, somebody you're trying to help, change, whatever. Without giving too many details, unless you can, tell me about a difficult situation, whether the most difficult one that you encountered, and how did you help that person?
The most difficult situations that I came across in the past 2 years, because it's most fresh, was kids thinking they really couldn't do anything. Like our youth feels like they can't achieve anything. So when I would go talk about college, a lot of kids would come to me after the session and start crying. And it was like, I wasn't gonna try college until you talked to me. And I'm like, wow, I'm just not smart enough. And I'm not like everybody on Instagram, and I'm just seeing what my parents said was gonna happen. And to me, that's hard because it's having to stay strong in that moment and not cry with them, even though I do sometimes turn around and be like, all right, let's go ahead and, figure it out. But that stuff be hard for me because we don't see how bad suicide is until it happens. But we have a group of youth that feels like I'm not worthy of that, I can't achieve that. And I'm like, I used to feel just like you. Then I did it. And that's why I keep doing stuff to remind you that you can do it too. I look like you, I breathe like you, I use the bathroom like you. So if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm human.
Wow.
There's no difference between me and you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Are you, young lady like you, I know the dating scene, up here in the Dallas area, we got a lot of single women between Houston and Dallas. How tough is it being, you're a single woman now, of course.
I am.
How tough is it being, in Dallas? We got some eligible bachelors.
And you have some wolves out here too.
We got wolves, but we got eligible bachelors.
Right. Haven't met them.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead. No, I'm playing. So what's your question?
The dating life, how's it been?
So I have learned my lesson early.
Okay.
For surely. I was with somebody that took me for granted. I do have a smart mouth, so I played my part, right? But I had somebody take me for granted, and I lost a lot of money, $100,000 to be exact.
Wow.
Right? And I picked myself up out of that. And actually, no, I dwelled in it, and God picked me up out of it. But I asked God, I said, God, I got myself into it. I don't want you to get me out of it. Just help me survive it.
Wow.
Okay? I'm going to have to do that. But after that lesson, and that was one of my last lessons, after my lesson, I said, God, if it ain't you, I don't want it. So I started praying and fasting before I talk to people. Now I don't talk to people. A lot of people intimidated by me, or they have secret motives. They don't research me, and they got all this stuff. It's attachment. So I just pray, and I fast, and if God tells me to speak to you, I will. If he tells me not to, and I won't.
Wow.
But right now, I feel like he has me on ice for a particular person. Yeah.
Wow. Remind me of the scripture that says, they that wait up on the Lord, they'll renew their strength.
I'm
Mount
sure.
up wings, eagles. Walk and not be weary, and run and all that stuff, and not faint and all that good stuff, man. I think God is the reason for the season. You just got to keep holding on to God's unchanging hand.
But at this time, because I love the fact that you said you played your part, because you have a smart mouth. Are you taking this time to help curb that mouth?
Absolutely.
For the word of God says, be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. So you can't be getting mad.
And a tongue is like a what?
Two-edged sword.
There we go. So it's like it was, he was, I'm a very strong person, so I'm only going to take so much. So it wasn't me 110%, but you got who you created. But my problem is you can't create something that's not already there in me. So let's go ahead and kill it so nobody get me out of character.
But do you feel like women today, because, we fight for women's rights and so forth, but being that I see a lot of women having problems being, not say submissive, but what should I say? Some men would say not being so manly, because women take on the role of being, the strong, the provider, because I got to go out here and get it. I don't need this man. I don't need nobody, da-da-da-da. And by doing that, it can also cause friction between a man and a woman. Do you see that?
Like that. I was raised like that. And I had to unlearn and relearn some things. And my daddy helped me with that because he became my friend after I got older. But I definitely see that struggling, and it's a two-way street. You have to give me something to submit to. And I don't mind following you but you're not going to lead me to hell. So that's something I'm just real big on. But my experience now, praying and putting God first, you meet some men that will wake up the woman in you. Okay. But it has to be a man that wakes that up.
Okay.
Wow, and there's nothing wrong with being single and whole with God. You see what I'm saying? Most people get caught up and they think something wrong when they're single. And that's man and woman. You got to be single and whole.
This is
so you can even be with somebody.
Absolutely. And I'd say it like this. God put the desire in my heart to be a wife and a mother. So if it's not meant for me, he'll take my desires away or change them.
Wow. Want to just ask you about, Poka Speaks and the book that you've taken pictures from Steve Madden and just a litany of people. Now, who are some of the people that I've seen you? I know I've seen the Steve Madden one, but who are some of the other people that you've encountered as you promoted your book?
My first book was a lot of celebrities. My second book, we went on a book tour with celebrities.
Okay, talk to me about that.
The book tour? So the book tour was for the children's book. We did a South National book tour. So we went from Memphis to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Miami, from Miami to New Orleans to Houston.
Who was it on that tour with you?
The first person was Jay Frisco, which is a Christian rapper. Love him down. Then we went to Atlanta. Atlanta was designated to be K-Camp.
Okay.
Then Miami was Major 9. New Orleans was Vicky Lowe, and then Houston was OG Martina Marie. Wow,
how was that? What did you learn from that experience?
Plan as much as you can, sign contracts, sign media forms. Don't be afraid to ask, and then also a reminder to just trust in God. When I did that too, I was $100,000 in debt, and I told God, I said, if I went in debt behind somebody else, I'm gonna go in debt behind me. So let's take the risk.
Wow,
and I did it.
So diving into that caused you to have to do some things that kind of offset your finances?
Everything went on a credit card.
You was burning it out.
Swipe it.
And you were doing it and didn't have no way to pay it. But you was just going by faith.
Yeah.
Were you able to pay it? We
paying it now. Every month. They send a minimum. I pay double. We good.
Wow.
But K-Camp, this is what I said, God put the books on my heart. And I said, you know what, God, if I'm going to do it, then let me do it. I went to K-Camp. And I hit him up. I texted him. I said, hey, you're going to be in the city. I'm going to come to your show. So after the show, I see him. And I said, can I ask you something, but you can't tell me no. I got the video on my phone. He said, what is it? I said, you don't go on book tour with me? He said, what I got to do? I said, just be with the kids. I made him pinky promise. And then 2 days later, I said, I need somebody from Dallas. So I'm driving, and me and this boy is arguing on this phone. God turns the phone off. It just hangs up, no connection. I see I Am Jonathan standing outside his studio. I parked the car in the middle of the street, got out. Will you be part of my book tour? This was 48 hours after K-Camp. I Am Jonathan was like, yeah. I text everybody, say, hey, we're going on book tour, let's do it. Because I already knew. Did I know the stops? Did I know destinations? No. But I knew I was going.
Wow.
Because I asked for confirmation, he gave it to me.
Man, congratulations on stepping out on faith again.
What did that
you just don't play. You will step out on faith in a minute.
In a minute.
What did that book tour do for you, though?
It opened my eyes to something. Because I did a celebrity book tour, and while we were on the book tour, K-Camp wound up not being able to come. And I was kind of down about it because, I'm sacrificing everything. It's a $10,000 booth, so we talking about 5 to 10. And my friend looked at me and she said, Poka. I said, yeah. She said, you are the celebrity. She said, these kids don't know them people. They're like, but they know you and you the author, you the celebrity. I said, you're right. And I showed up. And during that moment, those kids, they loved me, they held on to me. And what I realized is I may not have the fans of the adult crowd, but those little kids, those 7-year-olds, I live for the next 50, 60 years. Because those kids know me.
Wow. Man, what's the dopest thing one of these, whether it be the celebrities or just a regular person that does what you do, have said to you that made you feel good about what you're doing and keep going?
The full circle with Major 9 really stuck out with me because Major 9 was the first celebrity that posted my book, my first book. Major 9 was the first person that posted it. He made me sell out when I released my first book for me to come back and do a tour with him and him to say, I'm proud of you. I'm like, dang, because you was one of the first people that believed in me. Like, that's dope. Even when I gave my book to Jamie Foxx, I think he reposted it. He was like, I'm proud of you. Like, keep going. Like, you, like, it's making sense. And somebody done been through the trials and the tribulations and starting over. I'm like, all right, cool.
Where did you see Jamie Foxx at?
He went on a book tour, and I wound up going up there.
Where was he at?
The Toyota Music Factory.
Oh, well, me and you be going. Okay.
He was there. I didn't even have a ticket to get in, so it was crazy. But yeah.
But you got in.
I did get in. I'm cheap. I'm budget friendly. So I bought it off of Groupon. Groupon only gave me a ticket to the VIP lounge. The VIP lounge is nothing. So I'm thinking I can only just get a VIP lounge ticket, meet him, cool, done, data. It's only a bar. It's nothing. You watch this stuff from a TV screen. I'm like, this doesn't help me. So I wanted a real ticket. The lady wouldn't let me go. It was during COVID. They wanted to take me a COVID test. They wanted to see my vaccine. I'm like, look, I don't have all that. Just give me a refund. Couldn't give me a refund, nothing. So Marcus Anthony walks in. I don't know who he is at the moment. All I see is a shiny wristband. And I hear, he's like, yeah, well, I'm with the show. I said, excuse me. Can you please give my book to Jamie Foxx? He said, you're not going in? I said, no. He said, why not? I said, they won't let me get in. They said, she with me.
Wow.
They made me go get a COVID test. I paid for the COVID test. I sat with the family. Then after the family, they walked me to his dressing room backstage with his family. His sister from South Dallas and everything.
You see how that faith, she's stepping out on faith.
If I'm walking, it's some faith.
you just trying.
No,
And
but
I
you
think
have to
that's
step.
so
But
dope.
you have to put that foot forward because some people would have just said, "Okay, fine, I'm going back to my car." But she saw that and she said, "Excuse me," and that's really what made her get where she
don't mind
needs.
speaking out. I know she'll do it, man. That's the kind of person I need on my team. That's why I'm always messing with her. Man, y'all go ahead.
So, I know I'm so curious to ask this question because I saw it on your Facebook and I was like, what the world? What encouraged you to go ahead and try out to be Miss Dallas?
So I wanted to do it 2 years ago. Okay. And I didn't feel like the person that I was with was going to really support me. So I'm on the phone with this guy and he's like my best friend. I'm on the phone with him this year and I'm talking to him about the tour. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. Like, I'm gonna really do this thing for me. And one thing I really want to do, I really want to run for Miss Dallas. He was like, well, do it then. So on the phone, I applied. I woke up the next morning. They did it. They accepted me. I screenshot it. I sent it to him. He was like, oh, you move fast. So it was something I always seen as like a little girl. I love going to the state fair. My mom was very budget friendly. So we used to do all the free stuff, like look at the sculptures and look at the sculptures, do the puppet shows, the acts and everything like that, the motorcycles. But I always seen the girls in the pageant that will win. They will go on the cars, on the Mustangs, and like wave at everybody. So I'm like, I want to do that one day. So I was like, okay, I can do it now. I'm grown.
Have you ever, when you were little, did you ever try out for a pageant or anything like that?
Yes, I was part of Girls Inc. I did the pageant. She Knows Where She's Going.
Okay.
And I did it at the age of 7. in '07, and I was the first runner up. I lost to a girl that could tap dance, and she was good, but I couldn't tap dance. So she was talented, yes.
And you didn't bother to try again or keep going?
Not really, because it's a lot of like beauty standards, and I'm just like, if God wanted you different, he would have made you that way. So yeah, I got out of it early.
So now because in any beauty pageant or Miss anything, it's a lot of standards.
Yes.
So what are you bringing to the table differently now in your grown up stage, and how do you think about it compared to when you were younger and whenever you didn't want to keep doing it?
I definitely think it's still there.
Yeah.
I just plan on doing it my way.
Which is?
I don't plan on doing a spray tan. I plan on having
you don't need one.
I don't know airbrushing. I don't plan on spending a lot of money on my pageant. I'm taking track of all my expenses now. I don't want any heavy makeup. I don't want any injections. I don't want anything altered on me for real. Light makeup and maybe some clip-ins with my hair. But I want to keep it as close to natural as possible.
Because you're studying you as your personality and your natural beauty.
Yes.
But a lot of people do sponsors. A lot of people seek sponsorships for their pageants. Are you seeking sponsorship?
Yes, I am seeking sponsorships. So we have a lot of sponsors, a lot of people that partners and support. So I don't just do sponsorship when it comes down to money. I do sponsorship when you want to create my dress. I have a lady that's going to create my dress for me. To me, that's that's sponsoring me. People that support me.
Right.
Give me the platform to speak. Those things matter to me. So I'm bringing on the whole city when I win.
You want to give out a shout out for who's making your dress?
Rocky. Yes, Designs by Rocky. She is making my dress, so I am very happy for her. And excited for her, and honored to work with her. She is at a local high school teaching other youth
how
to design things. So the fact that we're able to wrap it in,
that's awesome. What is your talent going to be?
We don't have a talent portion.
So what exact? Tell me about Miss Dallas, because when I think about anything like that, you think about, you got to do a talent, you got to show your personality, you got to do this, dress, walk, how many different changes, all of that. What is Miss Dallas incorporated in? So
we have the interview, we have the nightgown, we have the swimsuit, and then we have nightgown, swimsuit, interview. What's one more?
Boy, I love that swimsuits. That's what we're looking for.
So no talent.
Interview.
We're looking for them swimsuits.
So just interview?
Just
you already said interview.
The swimsuit.
Interview, nightgown, swimsuit, those three.
Oh, and the opening number.
And what is your opening number?
Denim and diamonds.
What is that? Oh, just denim and diamonds. Why denim and diamonds and not denim? You always hear denim and pearls.
I do not know. That's the hardest outfit I'm having to come up with right now as I speak. I have 3 different options in my
Well, do you want to wear a Boss Talk swimsuit?
Because she's looking at you.
I'm sorry, I'm working on myself. What?
We have swimsuits.
We can wear it. It won't be there. I'm nervous now. I gotta walk in a swimsuit in front of my daddy.
Oh, so he's gonna be there.
My daddy's gonna be there.
But it's a swimsuit, unless it's gonna be. Is it a thong bikini or something?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. So what's the problem?
Wearing a dress in front of my daddy makes me nervous. He's just a real strict man. That man do not play.
Okay. So have you been practicing your walks, your turns, all of that sort of stuff?
Yes, I have a young lady.
Do you have a coach?
I have a young lady that, I have 2 young ladies that offered to be my volunteer coaches. So one does in person, the other one just there for me to ask her a million questions. Because I'm an overthinker.
Because when I think about that, when you just said that, I thought about Miss Congeniality. Did you watch that movie?
When I was little, yes.
And how she had to have those coaches because she did not know anything about the pageants.
You know what? I'm going to go rewatch it because now it may make a whole lot of sense.
Yes. She did all of that etiquette, everything, what you need to say, how you need to say it, all of that sort of stuff.
We're getting into that. The good thing is that I speak a lot, so
you already know.
I'm kind of...
Will this be broadcasted anywhere on, like, social media?
I'm actually not sure. They have not gave us the information. But I would love for you guys to be there on October the 5th.
I was just about to ask you when. October the 5th.
Anybody can come?
Anybody can come.
Where is it going to be?
It's going to be in Richardson, and then all the details will be posted on my social media
and
so
website. You don't know the exact place yet?
I do. I just don't know it by heart.
Oh.
But yes.
Well, thank you so much.
I booked the hotel today.
Okay.
Wow, I can't
October
wait.
5th.
October the 5th.
Please text me all
Boss
that
Talk
information.
101, we pulling up. We bringing all the stuff out. Yeah, all the people come out and support.
Big signs. Go, Poka.
Alexandria Cox, a.k.a. Poka Speaks. What's the name of both your books before I get you off here?
Your Daily Ounce of Poka, and then Poka and Peanut Playtime Poems.
Wow. And how can, I've seen both of those books. See, I'm really tuned in. Mm-hmm. How can people, y'all get under comments and go on our Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Poka Speaks, Poka Speaks.
And get on there, and I mean, show her love, guys. She's the dopest person, man, that I know for sure when it comes down to being a person that steps out on faith. And we pray for her a lot. We pray with her a lot. We love her at Boss Talk 101. And we appreciate you again.
I appreciate
all the
y'all.
stuff that you do for the communities, for the colleges, for the high schools, for the middle schools, the elementaries, just all the work you've done. And we love you over here at Boss Talk 101.
Yes, we do.
Love y'all too.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before we get off?
Go. If you guys have little kids, I started reading books on YouTube for little kids, and they are loving it. And it gives them something to do besides TikTok.
When is it? When do you, on YouTube, so when do you put it out? Is
Every
it live?
Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Every
Yes.
Tuesday at 8 p.m., y'all can catch it right
What
there.
book is coming up?
I do not know. They're pre-scheduled.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I got a team.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you and we love you, Miss
Love you too.
Alexandria Cox, a.k.a. Poka.
Okay.
It's going down. Boss Talk 101, guys. Y'all make sure you get in the comments and let's cheer her on, man. It's going down. Boss Talk 101.
Future Miss Dallas.
What a boss is talk.
Bye, y'all.
Hey.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, big